And welcome in Helody Cyrenne of BYU Gymnastics. Welcome, Helody.
Welcome.
Thank you.
After a 9.95 on the uneven bars, walk us through what that feeling is like when you land and you know, okay, that was really, really good.
I was so happy and excited at the same time. For once, I felt like I did what I used to do in practice, and the whole team is so supportive, and it's so fun to be competing along with teammates.
You did it on the road, too, which was
Yeah.
huge. The team put up a big score on the road, and that hasn't happened yet this season.
Yeah, that was really exciting. Like, we starting off on beam really, really well, and then the whole meet was just kind of going pretty good.
That's awesome. And the 995 certainly contributes to that. Talk about when you knew that you nailed it. Did you know mid-performance? Oh, this is going well.
Well, I started off with a really good first handstand, and then, the whole routine was pretty good. And then I was just, I needed to calm myself down before the dismount because usually I get, really excited and pumped, and then I take a hop. So I think that thinking about, staying calm and my teammates, yelling to stay calm, really helped me to focus and find that landing.
It's hard for me to stay calm if someone's yelling, stay calm at me. But that works for you? Stay calm! That works for you?
Yeah, it works.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Typically, I'm like, don't yell at me for me to stay calm. Did you get a 10 from one of the judges? And
No,
the other was
I think
9.9?
I got 2 9.95s.
2 9.95s. Okay, did you agree with that? Did you think you deserved a 10?
Yeah, no, I watched my routine, and
okay.
I still think that the first handstand was kind of short, and I kind of, hopped a little bit in my dismount, so it wasn't, a perfect 10.
But you'll take 9.95?
I will, yeah.
Absolutely.
Clearly, there's some room to improve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't just be perfect, then everyone expects that all the time.
Yeah.
Yelling at you to be perfect, right? Yeah.
Let's dive into your story of how you got from Quebec to BYU. How did you first hear about BYU, and ultimately what led you here?
So there was a girl on the team, I think 2 or 3 years ago, and she was from Montreal too. And I think that I just got recruited from nationals or something like that. And I really liked the whole recruiting process and how the girls were with me. They were so nice.
So you took a trip here?
Yeah, I
and
did.
you really liked it?
Yeah.
Had you heard of Utah? Did you know anything about BYU?
No, nothing at all.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Okay. How's the weather in Montreal compared to Provo?
Oh, it's way colder. It was a big snowstorm last week or
It's
even
colder in
yesterday.
Montreal?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. More snow.
Yeah. So you're used to it. You're good.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, yeah. Because we're from Utah and we're like, oh, the snow.
Oh, man, it's brutal.
We should know what to expect. Come on. What's your favorite class at BYU right now? Is this your second semester in school?
It's my...
Or did you redshirt last year?
Yeah, I redshirt.
Okay.
So I came in
Second year.
December.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the whole another story. But I really loved anatomy. It was really hard, but I think it's so far my favorite class.
Typically, I'm finding that gymnasts like really difficult things, whether it's in the classroom or...
Yeah. Physically difficult.
Yeah,
They challenge themselves.
Yes.
To a great degree.
You motivate us, Helody, to be better. Helody Cyrenne with us on BYU Sports Nation. BYU Gymnastics on a steady rise, currently ranked number 20. You finished last season at number 17 before you got here. How would you explain the overall health and state of the BYU Gymnastics program right now?
I think we're doing a really good job. Everyone can stay on top of their rehab, and we're just doing everything we can to stay healthy, I would say.
What's it like mid-season as you sustain injuries? And like you said, you have to rehab, but you also have to compete perhaps on one event, perhaps on 4. It kind of depends, right?
Yeah, so I only do bars and beam. Some other girls do all around, which is vault, bars, floor, and beam. And I think that cold tubbing really helps me to stay on top of injuries and stuff like that.
So if you had to take a guess of how many times you have performed your bars routine, including practice and meets, and how many times do you think you've gone through that routine?
Oh my gosh. I would say at least 100 times, if it's not more than that. Just this week we did 5 routines.
Of the same one?
Yeah, same one.
Practice it 5
Yeah.
times.
Yeah.
What does that do? How does that repetition help you do it perfectly? Because in gymnastics, it's interesting. You're unguarded. Like in basketball, you could shoot from the same spot, but there's movement. In gymnastics, okay, I can nail this from this spot every time, right? It's a little different that way.
It is. I don't know, every routines that I do, I just think of something that I want to improve on and just try to go from there and hopefully stick the landing, hit all handstands.
Would you be okay if we came during practice and yelled at you to stay calm?
Yeah.
Would that be okay?
Yeah, that would be fine.
That would help you? Okay. good.
Yeah.
Yeah, do this during a live meet.
Maybe we'll do that.
Yep.
Stay calm.
Yeah. As the announcer. Yeah.
Yeah.
What? That reminds me, back in 2009, during a men's soccer game, the color commentator with me yelled at the refs. Now, a lot of people yell at the refs in sports, but in gymnastics, are people yelling at the officials when they give you a score after often? Like, boo, that was too low.
Not boo, but sometimes guards decide to throw the clipboard on the ground because he's mad for scores. But
What was your first?
Because he didn't like the score?
yep.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, what was your first impression of Guard Young when you met him the first time? How did that go?
It went pretty well. I mean, guard is guard, you know. He's funny.
Did he have credibility with you as a silver medalist right away? Where you're like, oh, this guy's, he knows what he's talking about.
Well, I mean, I didn't even know that he went to the Olympics, so yeah,
So
You found out after the fact?
yeah.
like during the trip or after you went home?
When I got here.
Oh, when you
because
got
he was
here.
talking about it, and I was like, oh,
You're like, oh,
good to
okay.
know. Yeah.
Oh, I guess listen a little closer.
yeah.
Helody Cyrenne with us on BYU Sports Nation. You get Boise State at home this week. Boise is right now the highest ranked team in the Mountain Rim Gymnastics Conference at number 10. What kind of a challenge do you expect from the Broncos when they come to Provo?
I think it's going to be a really tight meet, but if we hit and stick, I think that we can really challenge them and hopefully win.
You do listen to guard.
Yeah, I do.
Hits and
I do.
sticks. You listen.
Hits and sticks.
Good. That's good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so here's the thing about BYU at home. Like we've seen that you typically perform well. What is it about the apparatuses? Is that how I say that?
Apparati?
The apparatus.
I have no idea.
I have no
Yeah,
idea.
you translate.
Yeah.
Yeah, just-
What is it about your own events at home that makes it such an advantage for you mentally compared to competing on the road?
I think the crowd makes a huge difference. So when you know that everyone is cheering for you and hoping that you do good, really helps me too.
If
Be
the
good.
crowd yells, stay calm to you.
Then that works.
That would help.
Yeah,
Okay,
that
good.
works real well.
Now you know. Yell, stay calm at Elodie, and she promises
Yep.
she'll give you a 10.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
995 was nothing. Yeah.
I thought your handstand was a little short, Elodie.
Yeah.
So
I know,
work
right?
on that.
Let's give you some BYU Sports Nation karma. Some good luck.
Thank you
Okay.
so
And
much.
I believe that Elodie is our first guest from Quebecois on the show ever.
Did he pronounce that the correct way?
Probably
Yeah.
not. Probably
No,
not.
yeah, that was really good.
That was good?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Do you mind signing that in a minute? Oh, also the first drop by me on the show. I'll get it in a minute when we
Okay,
go to break.
thanks.
I'll get it.
Elodie, thanks for coming in.
Well, thank you so much for inviting me.
Yeah, you got it. Tomorrow night, 9 Eastern, BYUtv in the app. You can watch that.
We'll be there.
Fantastic. Stay calm!